Aloha, Dr. Heather Tucker here, and welcome to another episode of Taste and See Thursdays. So happy that you're here because today is the first video of the start of a new series talking about home is where the heart is. Over the next 5 weeks, I'm going to give you a secret each week on that spells out the word heart on how to be able to step into your heart healing to really elevate your business and life harmony with ease and grace so that you can lean into what's going on, let go of what you need to let go of, and leap forward into your calling. Okay, so what are we talking about today? We're talking about home is where the heart is. So, home is where the heart is. I think of it like the thing that brought this to mind was the scripture on Mark 3:25. It says, if a house is divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And what's interesting is I was actually reading through that scripture yesterday, I saw that the verse before says, if a kingdom is divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And so that is so true. Now, I want you to think about it. Yes, you have your physical home. We have our physical houses, but also our body is a house, right? Everyone that we're interacting is like all these houses and how they all come together and play together in the kingdom. And your business is also a home. It is also a kingdom. And how smoothly is that running, right? This is why we want to be able to really pay attention to this. Because did you know that according to the CDC, there is every 40 seconds, a person just within the US is having a heart attack. And that is just insane. The reason why, though, is because a lot of times it's the matters of the heart that plague the mind and the most, and the body the most. So, this is why I want to be able to really change that and shift it. So, the first one that you want to write down is H. H stands for healing takes place here. Healing takes place here. It is like the heaviness, like I said before, of what's going on or what has happened or situations or even chaos that can cause heartache, heartbreak, heart wounds, right? And you can even heal those heart wounds because the one of the reasons why it's so essential to be able to first of all figure out what your heart wounds are and also be able to heal them and recognize them is because it can create a wall for any other like interactions that you have. I think about it how this game of parlay, a lot of times we have mistrust issues, heartaches, fear of trusting or fear of having these deep level relationships, and there can be so many reasons and circumstances as to why. But how it shows up and it will show like how we do one thing is how we do everything. And if we have these heart wounds and these mind wounds as we're trying to be successful in business, it becomes like an added weight. Right? It becomes creates resistance. It creates the inability to really be of service at the best value that's possible, and also to be served at the best value that's possible. So hopefully I gave you a little bit of motivation of that. So what happens sometimes too is that we can feel overwhelmed. For those of you who may often feel overwhelmed, maybe there's demands of your business and maybe there's demands of caregiving responsibilities or your families, or maybe it's even this difficulty of struggling to balance your needs with those of others. Well, I want to tell you, give yourself permission to take the pressure off, right? So check into your heart and your body and ask, what is it that you need? How can I be of better service to myself so that I can be of better service to others, right? And for me, one of the things that my foundation that I love to be able to connect with is going back to scriptures, right? So I'm going to give you a couple of scriptures that supported me on my journey with this. And I'm hoping that it can be able to support you too. So the first one is Psalms 55:22, and it says, cast your cares unto the Lord, and he will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken. So you can chunk up big picture, cast yourselves onto God. Like having that conversation and connection with God and then also with you will actually better allow you to have even better conversations and relationships with other people. So this is one of the reasons why it's so important not to think about going to battle alone, right? Like sometimes we feel like we have to carry the weight of the world on our shoulders. Have you ever felt that way? I know I did. And now I'm in so much more trusting and less thinking. And there's a freedom in that. And when I see and I'm guiding people through that process too, then you can actually increase your productivity, your creativity, your uniqueness. You can express your message, you can shine your full light. And that's just what's needed right now more than ever in the world. And for those of you who are called to be of service to other people, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so the other scripture that I want to give you that's going to help with this is, therefore, this is Matthew 6:34. And it says, therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Now, this doesn't mean, okay, don't plan for tomorrow. Don't plan like and have a structure and an organization of where you're going. It also means like putting it out there, but focusing on today and what is happening today, and even letting go of what was. So a lot of times our mind and our heart space can be pulled up and down based on what was, right? And a lot of times we think we cannot resolve these things. But what's beautiful at Another Level Living, we show you how to resolve those things, how to heal the past so that you can live more in the present, because that's where your power is, and then have a bigger vision for the future and walk in that with ease, grace, and flow for a lighter way forward. So, big picture, get out of your head into your heart, even better, get into your soul. Yes, yes. And also go to something to help you further on this journey. I have a great free gift. It's a free guide on 7 secrets towards elevating your business and life harmony so that you can enhance your time, money, and emotional freedom. Just check out my website. You can go straight to the homepage, anotherlevelliving.com or anotherlevelliving.com/harmony. It will get you the gift. And remember that sharing is caring. So if you were inspired by this video, and make sure you go ahead and give someone else the gift of positivity and possibility and healing, because healing takes place where? Right here in your aloha. And last thing is, I want to hear what your biggest takeaway is. What were your thoughts or your perspective from this message? Go ahead and put those in the comments below. And I look forward to seeing you again next week for another episode of Taste and See Thursdays. Peace.